Hey guys, Purple Grizzly here, and I have a subscriber story to share with you. This one's going to be a pretty interesting topic, so before I kick it off, I'm going to let you guys know a little bit about the gameplay. I was playing with Pacific Tomb yesterday, and I was using a sniper rifle, and we got a pretty good game. I mean, he he went like 50-4 or something like that, but I held my own with a sniper rifle. Alright, so this story was sent in to me by Alien Truth 13. It's a little long, so bear with me, but this is what it says. Well, it was the second week of school, and my friend and I went to the gas station on the morning of a Friday. He bought a N.O.T.W energy drink, and I got nothing as usual. But when we got to school, we had to stay outside till the bell rings. So my friends like to steal CO2 from industrial tech. And they decide, oh, it's a good idea to blow up this NOS bottle with CO2 on school grounds. So we opened up 3 CO2 tanks, put it inside, and 10 seconds later, my friend threw the bottle against the ground and it sounded like a 9mm shot. So we all freaked out and the teacher called everyone inside for a CO2 check. I had one, but I threw it away right before I went inside. So I wouldn't get caught because my friends gave them to me and I didn't want to seem like a loser and not take them. So after I got checked and not caught, we went on with the day. Then at lunch I got called into the front office and I snitched on a kid. Everyone else did too, but I said I accepted the CO2 so I wouldn't seem like a loser. So then later that day we were all called into the office again. Also everyone involved was there and a police officer came down and said we were being charged with theft and we'll be called in 3 weeks to go to court. so so I was devastated and we called our parents, had to tell them, since this is my first violation against the law. Worst case scenario is that I'll get 10 hours of community service, a 3-month probation, and a fine of money for the CO2 tanks. I had, and I want your opinion on a video, and advise kids my age and younger, and older, it takes one thing to ruin your life, because my parents never talked to me since this happened. They really disappointed me, and we used to talk 24/7. So all I want to say is, what would you do? And I'd like to see the comments and see if anyone else has some advice. Alright, so the best advice on a situation like this is to take things one day at a time, and just make the best choices you can, and just, I mean, you're gonna get through this. If you have to go to court, it's not the end of the world, and it's not, something like this is not gonna ruin your life. It's definitely not a good thing, but it's not like you killed anyone. So I'm going to take a moment to explain certain ways you can avoid situations like this. There's two things I want to cover. One is guilty by association, and the other is peer pressure. If you're not familiar with guilty by association, the overall definition of it could be described like this. Say you're with your buddy, and he goes into a store and steals a candy bar while you're standing outside waiting for him. The store owner sees it and calls the police. So you and your friend continue walking down the street, and a cop pulls both of you over. Your friend is the one who stole the candy bar. However, you're with him, and it doesn't make things look good for you. So most of the time, if you're associated with someone who just committed a crime or something like that, you're gonna be treated the same way as they are. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should change your friend or stop hanging out with these people. However, if you know they're gonna do something stupid, if you know they're gonna do something that's against the law, that's pretty bad. You might want to walk away and just be like, hey, you know what? I'll hang out with you guys later. I just really don't want to partake in this. Now, let's cover peer pressure. When someone talks about peer pressure and your friends, one of the things that comes to mind is drugs. For example, like, say you're with your friends and they're smoking pot or something like that, and they offer you some, and they're like, yeah, man, you should try this. It's awesome. But you know in your heart it's wrong. You really don't want to do it, but you don't want to, like, look stupid, I guess, or you want to fit in with that crowd, so you do it. That is peer pressure. The way peer pressure played its part in this story is when your friends were like, hey man, take the CO2. You said you didn't want to seem like a loser, and the thing is, though, I mean, your friends might think that's stupid if you don't take it, or something like that, and they might look down on you for like 5 minutes, but you know what, dude? Like, you weren't the one who stole the CO2. You weren't the one who blew it up. There's no reason to put yourself in something like this. If you look at the details of this story, it's pretty unique. However, I think everyone watching this video, and even myself, there's going to be situations, or there has been situations that are completely almost the same as this story, where you don't want to look bad in front of your friends. You want to you want to be with them and do what they're doing at the cost of legal accusations or just getting in trouble for some little thing. Now, one of the things I do want to stress on is make sure you know who your friends are. Make sure you have a good group of friends. Obviously, your friends they're your friends if you're going to take the CO2 bottles for them. Don't change your friends. Like I said, though, if they're going to do something stupid and you don't want to get in trouble, just walk the other way. If they're if they're your friends, they won't really they won't take that the wrong way, and they'll just be cool, whatever. So just keep that in mind. Now, the situation with your parents, the best advice I could give on this is your parents love you. They're there for a reason. And just be like, hey, Mom, hey, Dad, I really wanted to sit down and talk to you about this. I know what I did was stupid. I know that I made the complete wrong choice in this situation. And, I'm stressing you guys out. I'm going to have to go to court and all this stuff. But I really want you guys to know I love you. And, explain how you didn't really do it. How you wanted to look cool in front of your friends. And, if your parents are pretty sincere, they'll get that. Now, you say this is going to ruin your life. This is not going to ruin your life. It's a misdemeanor at most. But, however, always remember this event, that if your friends are going to do something like say, oh, yeah, we should jack a car, and don't do it. Just something bigger like that can actually ruin your life. It can keep you from getting jobs and just have people look at you differently. So hopefully this commentary helps someone out. I'm a little short on time, but I feel like I covered things pretty well. If you have a story, any viewers, any subscribers, if you have a story that you want me to feature in a commentary, if you need advice on some hard situation, if you have a funny story you want to tell, whatever, just send me a message on YouTube with the title Sub-Story, and I will for sure check it out and possibly feature it in one of my videos. So remember, guys, my name is Purple Grizzly, and hopefully I helped you out. So I'll talk to you guys later.